Good single target ability though with the Ogre and Grim already. That's a pretty tough lane. Well, obviously that's not going to be the lane. It could be a 3 Ogre. We've seen it before. I don't really think it's going to be the case right now, personally. It's possible. I wouldn't be super surprised. I think there's going to be better offlaners though. Plus you can, well, actually with the Viper ban, of course, you can't break the multicast. But if you do have a break, you could potentially break it. Makes Ogre a little bit less enticing to play, of course.
Witch Doctor.
Interesting. So there's going to be the Witch Doctor 5, Rubik 4. Like to see that. Pretty much securing Omni here in the offlane position. Good damage here with the Maledict early on as well if you want to pair up the Gyro with the Witch Doctor. Could easily see a kill here. Not really level 1, but level 3 here on both these heroes with the level 2 Maledict and most importantly the level 2 Rocket Barrage to actually pump in the damage. Could result in a kill here onto anyone, including the Ogre. Of course, Maledict dealing damage based on percentages, so it's even better here against tankier heroes. Well, it's just as good as tanky heroes as it is on anyone, really, but especially good against tanky heroes. Good to see that. Very exciting to see that, though. Misha here at the helm for positive guys. Called them power guys a few times last game. It's, you know, arguably pretty easy to see why. Quite a strong hero. Rather, quite a strong team as they've been showing their strength. And there's going to be the Lone Druid pick. Actually, I haven't been able to see Lone Druid in quite some time around his bear pal. But we did get banned out last game. It was J178's last ban, if I'm not mistaken. So it'll sneak through this time. I do believe it's going to be a mid-druid. Generally, I think that is a bit stronger than pairing it up. I think the more levels you get on that bear early on, the better off you're likely to be here. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense to me. So far, pretty calm though, all things considered. Lich ban. I'm sorry, that's a Night Stalker ban. Haven't seen him today yet, actually, quite surprisingly. A lot of spans coming out here. The Witch Doctor Maledict actually really good against the Spirit Bear as well. That thing is tanky as heck, so maybe you can actually kill it in the early game. Unlikely to see Witch Doctor here against the Druid too much in the lane. Yep, there's going to be the Treant Protector 5 that'll sneak through. They'll ban the Nyx, or the Nakes. I like the DP pick though. It's a safe mid laner. Does pretty well here against the bear. The Spirit Siphon's fantastic. You get that life steal percentage base as well, so steal plenty of HP from the bear. You're not going to want to have it too much here against that DP once you get at least a second level into the Siphon. It's a good pick. It's a very good pick this game. Yeah, that's a really good, fantastic pick. Ended up going for the DP here, setting themselves up nicely here. Just taking a look, got a fantastic rate here against the Lone Druid, which makes a ton of sense to me, quite honestly. It's a bit scary because then you can't use the bear too much here to get in and harass early on. Makes it a little bit difficult to accomplish your main goal in lane. We'll see what they're going to want to build. I haven't honestly seen Lone Druid in quite some time. I think Ergon is a renowned Lone Druid spammer just based off the fact that they did ban it out last game, and it sneaked through this time, so they'll pick it up. Interesting. I think the only single target spells, at least, are going to be here on the Ogre Magi. At least the ones you can use offensively. So the items here that you can pair up with a Grimstroke might be a bit interesting, but multicast with Grimstroke ults is going to be potentially some very interesting interactions there. So it's a fun draft to spectate nonetheless here. Good lockdown here on the side of positive guys as well. Strong lanes too, but that just means it's going to be a core Ogre actually with the train pickup, it looks like. Yeah, so it's going to be Ghost Acute on the Ogre Magi. So he's going to be even more farmed than I imagined. I did mention that, but didn't suspect it here until the Train Protector got picked up. Pikachu DP though here is going to be a bit scary for the PG side though. It's going to be a really interesting mid lane matchup. I think the best they can hope for here is plenty of ganks mid lane for the DP, or just trying to draw even on the lone druid. It's going to be tough either way, quite honestly. And there's Ghostic already laughing it up on the Ogre Magi. Love to see it.
How'd
that happen?
Yep, pretty standard loadouts on everyone. J178 gonna head top lane here as for 2 sentries already here on Happy Do Urara. Interesting. That's gonna be for Bignum Rubik. See how he's able to make it work as the tips will come out just a bit early on.
Nailed it!
Argon has already built up the sentry. Maybe just alright, where's the tree control here? No one's really going out here so far. Obviously not wanting to build a Quelling Blade here on the Gyrocopter too early on. LTW just standing watch, not trying to let anyone in. If they go now at the horn, looks like we're maybe trying to secure runes 2 for 2 here, as they will block a cam.
Your failure lives on.
There we go. It's gonna be runes 2 for 2. As they'll split top and bottom amongst themselves. Game 2 now underway. Late game though, late game bear is pretty busted as well. Although the Ogre might drop off just a little bit. At some point it really feels like a lot of these quasi-support, quasi-core picks like the Dazzle and, you know, like Lion Mid, they just end up turning into really farmed cores, so, or really farmed supports, which of course is still very strong, but there's only so much you could do. You know, it's potential you could see the Ogre go for like some really freaky build, right? So out comes the Coconut early on to secure the CS. You know, I've seen like Ogre Battle Fury before, but that just feels a little bit too pub stompy for me, right? And again, so was Bounty Hunter Carry, and we saw it a few times as well throughout the China region. Seemed to be a popular pick among some of the teams. There's potential for it. There's Petty Shar already getting involved in some early skirmishes there. Has that purification, so works pretty nicely for him. Down bottom, falling pretty low is going to be Witch Doctor though. Going to go salve up that damage. And there's Petty Shar getting a bit bullied. Stroke of Fate will connect there, getting that slow, allowing for a few more auto attacks out of the Grim. Bottom again, they're getting aggressive. Top lane 2, everyone's just a little bit low right now. Early aggression here, checking down bot lane. Nothing yet. Turn Protector, does he have a sentry? He does, but I don't know if they actually have really let him, given them the intel that they've got a sentry. Good denies here. 4 and 3, but right now it's going to be all about mid lane. We will get a second level in the Crypt Swarm, but we've got that first level already in the Spirit Siphon. Level 1 Bear, 2000 HP, of course, still pretty darn tanky, but not really wanting to go in too much here against the DP. Got Roots into the Fire Blast now, level 1. Maledict here onto 2 heroes. You have the Rocket Barrage at the ready. Not going to use it quite yet, instead turning with the Flag Cannon, getting in a bit of value damage. It's only level 1 Maledict, so not too scary really, and it's only level 1 Rocket Barrage as well, so As I said in the drafts, you do have kill potential in this lane, even against tanky heroes with the level 2 Maledict, the level 2 Rocket Barrage. That'll be coming a bit soon here, level 3-ish, level 3.5 maybe is when you, 3.5. That's how you refer to time, but got plenty of kill potential there. So there's going to be the Inkswell onto the Ember Spirit, running him down with the Flame Guard, level 1. Level 2, pardon me. Seeking more damage top lane. Manga's getting eaten. You've got the slow here on Petishar, continuing to run him down. First blood as well with that purification. Nicely done. Misha will fall for first blood. Plenty of damage over time there, and purification will do the trick here. We're going to need one more wave here for that level 3 on the side lanes. Level 4 already in mid lane. 4.5. Looking aggressive here is Pikachu. Now 2 levels here in the Spirit Siphon, building up the charges at the ready. Shrink Protector still has not dropped his sentry quite yet. Maybe thinking about it now. Has the Nature's Guys in a few more seconds. And the Tango, of course, always at the ready on him. Bilbo's doing good work. Also doing good work is going to be top. Petishar will die here. Looks like the Purification still on cooldown, and barely living will be Ember Spirit. Not quite enough magic damage. The Flame Guard keeping him alive through that Fade Bolt. Have we gotten the D-Ward yet? Not quite. Still not going for it. They're playing around with him. He probably should know that there's a sentry here, but he's not 100% sure of it. Just playing a bit more defensively here on the side of jfshfh178. Once again, Inkswell down bottom, onto 2 here. He's going to set him up for a good amount of time. ILTW walk a bit closer, as Misha going to get thrown closer to Petishar, allowing for that kill quite easily here. Degen Aura doing good work there. Now level 3 here, as we have a TP. It's going to be top. They'll send the Treant Protector top lane, not accomplishing too much down here, preferring to give the solo levels here to go stick for now. Maybe they'll send... Nope, they're going to send the Grimstroke back top, actually. But they've already done a good job of cutting trees, preparing for this. J178 now. Going to get gone on. Good Inkswell there into the roots as well from Immersion, staying outside the range of the Sentry, making the plays happen. The Sleight of Fist will not connect, however. Bot lane, that will reveal that Ghost 6 going to be all alone, though. So we'll see if they want to make any aggressive plays on him. Like I said, level 3 now. He's actually gone for 2 levels in the cask, as he did not get Maledict level 1. But we do have that level 2. Rocket Barrage now at the ready. 5-minute runes here. We'll get 3 on the side of PG. 26 and 7 though, with both mid laners just about even. A small advantage here for Pikachu. So I'm going to go ahead and walk over here, trying to interrupt the farming. Here comes the bear. Does have the ensnare now available. That's the passive, or the entangle, sorry. How to get the roots. Very strong ability here, but like I said, Pikachu not too worrisome as long as she can get aggressive here, and is now level 6. So it does have the Cataclysm. It does have the Exorcism available. This TP back bottom will be the Treant Protector. I don't think they're going to quite scout him here. The Sentry has a few more seconds on it. In fact, 45 seconds on it remaining. They've got a good amount of vision left. I'll see, still now will be scouting him. The Brute, however, will connect. The Fire Blast available. Instead to go onto the Witch Doctor here. Not enough mana here. Oh, actually does have enough mana for the Maledict. Onto 2. Spirit will die regardless, though. Is that level 2 Rocket Barrage? Doing a good amount of damage. With creeps to share some of it, it's not going to do too much here. And again, level 1 Maledict, so not too scary quite yet. That's top lane. And might be trying to go on a Petishar here. He's going to preemptively use the Heavenly Grace, giving him that status resistance, able to easily run away from the Ember. Avoid being killed here. Ergon into the forest he goes, as the bear will be TPing home to heal it up a bit. Hand of Midas now for the bear. Farming that up quite quickly. He's been going into the side lanes to farm. Level 3 Spirit Siphon now makes it a bit tougher to walk into that lane. That damage per second is really scary here against him. Yeah, draining 4% of that bear's damage every single second. It's not ideal here.
Are you lost?
Top lane, ILTW with the Flame Guard, level 3 now, so no levels here in the root. generally the build now. He went for the exact same thing last game, so not surprising to see him here. And look at this damage here with the Spirit Siphon. I think they got another bear at the ready. They're going to be forced to. Good positioning there from Pikachu will force the bear back up the high ground and disarming it for us in the recall. Got another bear, yep. Level 3 bear as well. Maybe just trying to wait for the level 4 bear before he calls it in. Or before he resummons it more accurately. There's already Train Protector just doing Train Protector things, healing up himself, healing up the towers, placing some very deep vision as well to scout out any rotations if DP's farming in the jungle. Love to see it. Already positioned behind the heroes here. Maybe trying to interrupt the pull or set up for a kill here as Happy Do Your Aura could be in a spot of trouble. There's going to be the roots into the 2x multicast Fire Blast, setting up for an easy kill for Ghostic. Look at one up top lane though. Stroke will fall here to Big Num. Ended up getting the kill here with the Fade Bolt. Bottom now behind the tower, in and around is Immersion. Truly just really great at these rotational heroes. I love the fact that they're giving them. In they go again. Not getting the multicast over on the Fire Blast. Maybe trying to turn this now as in comes Pikachu with the Exorcism and a haste ring here. So Exorcism grants haste here at level 8, setting up for a nice kill onto 1. They do not have a. Oh, they do have a sentry down into the Maledict as well. Maledict level 2 now. Might be enough damage there just between a few more ghosts. They're going to get that second tick shortly, but he's going to be a-okay thanks to the Ancient, or the Fountain Heat regen. As now ILTW diving top lane. We'll get a tower underneath, or we'll get a kill underneath the tower actually, with Petishara unable to nuke down the Ember. Of course, that Flame Guard not going to help against the purification damage, but still very strong nonetheless. You're going to get a little bit more utility here out of the Ghosties. Able to pump in a little bit of damage mid lane into the tower. Not too much though. Ember now level 6, close to level 6 here on Big Num as well, but we do have the GA not leveled quite yet. 3-2-1 build for the Omni Knight, maxing the purification. Level 3 bear now. Looks like maybe he lost it or it got just resummoned here for full HP. But either way, he's going to have that level 10 soon. Needs to farm a bit more, and we'll have another bear ready to resummon back when it's ready. Immersion now having rotated top lane. The root there. Going to be a little bit of short duration. There's going to be no overgrowth either, but the stuns here are good here. Petishara still very tanky as ever, rotating through as well. It's going to be Pikachu and a TP as well from Valentino. Now the fight breaking out here as Immersion has no Nature's Guides. The tick charges are not enough and will not get the rune either. So only one hero to die here for the rotation, but they'll force 2 heroes over. Well done. As Pikachu was likely heading for the rune regardless, but Arcane Rune now bottled for Urgon, making it a bit more. Oh, it's actually on the bear, interestingly enough. Level 4 bear now, of course. Let's see, he's going to be jumping in here, getting a bit aggressive. Look at that damage per second, though. Ooh, that's scary. It's the bear just taking down constantly. My goodness, yeah, that's why it's tanky heroes, man. And it goes damage. Strong. Valentino's now in a bit of trouble. Did get Nature's Guys rooted. Chara will die bot lane. Nice Maledict, might save the life here. There's not enough damage to result in a kill. I think that's actually almost max out, or cask. Level 3 cask here, pretty early on here. Levels whatsoever in the Death Ward. That's what surprised me about it, honestly. Had a few more bounces than I was anticipating. Petishara, though, still has not picked up the Guardian Angel, rotating directly back bot lane, trying to defend this tower from the secret. 2x multicast, like I said. Not super effective. Well, it's still very good against him, what am I saying? But the status is only here at level 2 is already quite good, as there is going to be, wow, the leash together, not lasting too long, thanks to, again, the Guardian, or the Heavenly Grace. And Spell Stolen will actually be level 4 Fire Blast. Good spell to steal. And I believe, just based off of my knowledge of how Status Resist works, the only reason, I think they're going to try and root up whoever's not, or they're going to try and Grimstroke ulti the person, whoever's not going to be Heavenly Grace, right? Because the reason that lasted only, what, a third of what it normally lasts is that it's only, or half as long as it normally lasts, is that it only, it was targeting the Omni who was Heavenly Grace. So they need to make sure they're targeting that correctly. Yes, Pikachu going to go here top lane. They're gonna have the remnant back though. It's a hard kill onto ILTW without any sort of lockdown. Witch Doctor coming through now, level 3 cask to put down a ward, but unfortunately well within sentry range here, if it's scouted. 3 heroes mid now beginning to push with the bear, so really 3.5, right? Tier 1 tower, not looking too long for this rule. Have they committed the exorcism top lane? Absolutely. So it looks like it's going to be a tower for a tower. ILTW. Hydra got the homing missile. TP in mid though, looking like we're going to have a fight break out. Onto 2. Big Num trying to find a spell to steal. He's going to find Overgrowth, but dying immediately before he can use it. The bear will die. 300 bounty now for Pikachu. A nice bit of gold in return. This Maledict's going to take down Tree to half HP, so they'll defend the tier 1. I think that tier top was denied, was it? Doesn't look like it. Pikachu actually getting the tower top lane before he leaves with the ghosts. Good fight there from J178. Ogre now going for the kill. Has the hand of Midas. There's that 2 times multicast he's looking for. Will not get one on Petrashara, but still worth it nonetheless. So this is what I'm pretty eager to see. I want to see the farm here on this Ogre explode. Going to be going for that Hood of Defiance first item straight into the pipe here. Will be very good against Pikachu. Magic damage here on the Spirit Siphon. So a BKB soon on the Spirit Bear would be nice. Looks like that's already going to be the relic delivered to the Spirit Bear. Makes it a bit more difficult to kill him, of course, but you do still suffer from the magic damage of the Spirit Siphon until BKB is activated. Once you got that, you're feeling pretty strong. Nice cast onto 2 heroes, actually. Will still connect. Happy Durara still likely to take down here, as he indeed will. It was a good cast, but unfortunately not good enough. It was interesting. I thought he sleight of fisted the first cast, but it's still connected as a bounce, technically. Maybe it just bounced on his return position, and ends up still bouncing a few more times. So buying a bit of space, breaking the smoke gank was pretty well worth it. Better onto the Witch Doctor than a core down here is Petrashara now running for his life. 2 times multicast. Stun duration halved. And again, Fire Blast is going to be stolen by the Rubik here. Rotations by 2 though, as Pikachu will be coming in now. 15-minute runes in case they want to try and skirmish for this. They decide against it and split runes 2 for 2 once again. Nice rune here on 2 into the Soulbind as well. Do they have more point-based stuns though? As the Coconut will bounce to the creep wave. They're not going to connect up to the Maledict. Good damage here, but all being absorbed by the Flame Guard here. Now level 4. Finally will break, but Ember really only taking about 200 damage out of that engagement. Spirit Siphon as well as the Crypt Swarm being max, but finally a level in the Silence is up, making it pretty effective here against the Ember. Lincoln Sphere will not trigger him against that because he's daily targeted, but now Urgon going in as the Life Drain though, as well as the Savage Resistance. Nice Coconut onto 3, and they've even found 1 here. They're going to go straight for the Lone Druid, not even bothering for the Bear here. Down it goes the Cask, still bouncing around. Urgon will fall. Good lockdown here onto ILTW from the Stolen Fire Blast. Is not enough to take him down. There's 2 times stun. Just mini stunning Pikachu, just a bit of an annoyance as you are separating up the Ogre Magi to create a bit of space. The Exorcism goes still chasing here onto ILTW, and now Overgrowth coming in from Immersion onto 4 heroes though. They're going to get the kill here onto the Witch Doctor at last, but Pikachu is still alive and is going to get a lot of healing once these ghosts start coming back his way. ILTW still running around in these trees, has no more remnant charges either. Drums used here on the DP, back to full HP thanks to all the ghosts, but is finally gone. What's this? Is this a stolen remnant? It is a stolen remnant. Rubik back to the fountain. He'll be back though. He's going to be pulling a bit of an Ember move. He's actually level 6 as well, level 9, and has the Arcana. Back and forth they go like a record. Records don't really go back and forth. What does go back and forth? I guess like a saw. Saws go back and forth. We'll go with a saw. Good fight from J178 though, able to make the use of that. Pretty good cask bosses actually. I think that's max cask in that fight. Still no Witch Doctor ulti whatsoever, which is a bit surprising. They've got plenty of lockdown, and of course the Bear Roar just to easily take care of them. Now they're going to try and set up for a kill here on a Pikachu. They have the status resist, but a bit late now. Yule Scepter up into the air they go. Rubik falling quite low here, has the Remnants, can't get the chance to use them 2 times multicast. They're going to have the Maledicts here now onto ILTW. Still alive here is Pikachu. No more Spirit type. GA getting popped. They're going to try to turn the fight. Huge silence onto 2 as well. ILTW still taking down due to the Maledict. Now good root onto a few heroes. Down goes the Ogre Magi Immersion. Dusted up as well. Likely to fall here. Down he goes. Misha trying to turn here with the Inkswell. Buying a bit of time, but no chance. Big fight again for J178. Still falling quite low, but again, will not die. Great fight out of these guys. Getting 3 kills for nothing. Whew. Don't think Lone Druid was too involved in that fight, however, as his bear continues to farm up and become stronger. Radiance completed. Now going to be going for the phase boots on the Spirit Bear. Going to be all bear all day. All bear all day. 2 times multicast on this Midas, so we'll check back on him in a minute and a half to see where he's at. Still no level 2 in the multicast though, so unable to get too much more there on him. Big Num still holding on to the Flame Remnants for a little bit of time. Likely to just use them to farm here because they're about to expire. Not quite yet. Gonna save to the mana. They're a little bit expensive, aren't they? Save to that mana. Although, could be in a bit of trouble now. Now Flame Remnants will expire. He's got nothing. No spell to steal either. Will go to now. Steal Searing Chains. Holding down the Train Protector. Do they have the vision on him? Absolutely. Losing armor always applied, but those charges gonna get burned through immediately. The Rocket Barrage from the rotating gyrocopter. Very nicely done. Rotating gyrocopter. Now that's interesting if you think about what, you know, gyroscopes do. That's really now the medallion up here on Shara. So straight into Rish they go along with the Maledict, and the Exorcism will be committed. I don't think there's any vision here, however, but PG might know they're making a move for the Roshan here. Plenty of heroes missing off the map. Misha with the D-Ward mid lane as well, cutting off crucial intel. But Roche already dead here, and no one positioned nearby to contest it, as the Aegis will go to Palantino. Palantimos, I apologize. Good scan. Is going to find ILTW. He does have a Remnant back. Not going to use it quite yet. Now will. Wants nothing to do with this engagement, running straight into the enemy team. Good fights. Keeping up the pressure, though, is 178. BKB is completed now on the gyrocopter, so he's going to be continuing to fight now. Has the Aegis in his possession, so could be a bit of an aggressive plays coming from him as well. There's going to be Solar Crest completed 2. Searing Chains level 1, not an amazing steal, but a root is a root nonetheless. Holds down the Ember Spirit for a little while longer, and then it's going to be Aghanim Scepter as well on Pikachu. 15 talent now taken. That cast range is going to be very nice for the Spirit Siphon, allowing you to get a bit closer to this bear. Speaking of bear, has gotten the tier 2 down bot lane as Panda Bear going to get gone on here. Will be able to TP out, so they won't be able to finally quite catch this bear. Although if they can continue, no damage done there. So the bear will be able to escape. Those big little unlikely to be that lucky here. He's going to get stunned out by the homing missile. Now turning, going to land just 2 times multicast, but dying in return. And Fire Blast now stolen. Important not to give Bloodlust, though. That's a big one not to give. Pikachu able to run down ILTW. Oh, no, actually dying to neutral creeps there. Ooh. The tips will come out from J178 as well, but solo kill regardless. Yule Scepter here into that long duration silence. Look at that damage from the Exorcism, too. Like he got the rear end of the Exorcism damage. I think that's just the Ghost. Yeah. That's just, it counts as Exorcism damage. It was off cooldown, but he still got the damage thanks to the Ags. Nicely done. We'll drop the Living Armor a bit early. which allows them to actually burn off the charges immediately without really worrying about it. Maybe should have saved it. It makes very little difference as this tower is still dead regardless. Tier 2 now down as pushing down bot lane is Immersion. Likely to find him here for Altimos, not carrying any detection. But we'll be able to defend the tier 2. As Pikachu continues to farm. Gonna go now for the Shiva's Guard. BKB 2'd up there. Witch Doctor finally at level 9 after maxing the cast, and the Maltic will be jumping in. Ooh, I'm not sure if Ember really wants to go to that one. It's going to be a bit spooky. J178 will wait it out for a second. Nice ward will scout them out waiting, and the D ward's there immediately, so very low chance for that remnant to be used. They'll still wait though, for now. Nice positioning here on the high ground. Be now making the jump onto him. Can they find the cast? It's a very long telekinesis. They do not have any creeps to bounce to. Maldic placed down as well as the Death Ward, but the team waiting for him. They do not land the silence, however. I think he's able to dodge it out with Searing Chains and not enough damage being placed down there. Now, well played by LTW. Pretty spooky for him. Finds himself in a bit of a compromised position, but able to nonetheless live. So, it's going to be a second tier 2 down here in favor of J178. Find themselves actually down by 2k here, but I feel like they're a bit more powerful. XP actually still better than GG. We still haven't had a real fight break up between these two teams. J178 trying to force the issue still. Lone Druid continues to push down bottom, as well as the Ember Spirit trying to cut the wave here. Will not be able to. Fortify will be used now. Overgrowth gonna catch two. It's gonna be Bignum and Palantino still holding on to that 10-second BKB, as well as the Aegis. Nice multicast, stunning up two here, but not much else follow-up in terms of endurance as well. I think they used 2 charges there. Yep, indeed they did. Pikachu. So they'll threaten high ground, they'll get a Fortify out of it, but will be forced to return. Nice deep ward place down here as well. Very unlikely to be dewarded at this point of the game, and actually lose a tier 3 tower. Did miss out on that one. ILTW continuing to cut the waves here. Does he have a remnant back? He actually doesn't, and won't have a remnant for a few more seconds. Bignum will find him here. He's going to toss him up the cliff. Unlikely here. There's going to be the root coming through. Now a remnant is available. The team rotating through, however. So there's going to be a homing missile. Drum charges used all around the horn. Immersion has no overgrowth here, but at least can throw the living armor to try and help him live a little bit longer. Rocket Barrage tearing through him, however. Searing Chains to hold him down for a bit longer. Unlikely to live, though. Barely able to escape, actually, with the battle charges. Petachera chasing him down. Aegis is reclaimed in mid lane. It looks like Pikachu has found a Train Protector, as they'll now disengage from chasing onto the Ember Spirit. Barely alive. DP still unable to find the kill there. Crypt Swarm not quite able to do it either. Somehow these cores just are proving to be a bit too tanky, and still a time where our bear continues to farm up. Going to be building the Shivas onto himself, it looks like. No, that's AC, of course. Where's the bear, though?
Expectation.
Does he have a bear? I can't tell where the bear is. Oh, it's top. Which is burning waves here with the Radiance. Tiny green dot. I don't see it. Well, now 5k up here for the side of positive guys. Net worth definitely looking pretty good for them. Spell Stolen is going to be level 4 Searing Chains. A bit better of a steal now for sure, but Argon just continuing to push into these side lanes relentlessly. Got the plate mail on himself, likely of course to give the AC once completed to his bear companion. (14-9) though the kill spread in this game, a little bit less than a kill a minute. Pretty calm, but definitely still has potential to break this game wide open here. They've got really strong team fight on both sides now. I think still a 10-second BKB as well on Palantino, so just holding on to it until it's really a good time to use it. Still having yet to have a full 5v5 team fight for quite some time. The last two we did take were both net losses for PG. Opened up a lot of the map for J178. They've done a good job of still pushing the maps off to make sure that they're able to remain in control here, at least. They've lost 2 tier 2s already. Smoking up here, I think that's going to get scouted here by the Stroke of Fate as Immersion. We'll break the smoke here onto Pikachu. Maybe they're going to be going instead for the Ember Spirit. He does have a Remnant back here off in the trees, so it's going to be hard to scout that one. Bignum still smoked up, trying to go for it. Palantimos running forward here. Let's see. He's got that Remnant back still, not deciding to use it yet. Yule Scepter up in the air. He goes. He'll dodge that out, and likely back to the Remnant he goes. Pretty easy, able to dodge that one. If you want a lesson, commonly known fact that I have to bring this up every single time. Ember Spirit speaks in groups of 4. He is all his sayings are in 4 words. That blew my friend's mind when he learned about it. Very fun. It's a lot of hours in the game too. Had like 3,000 hours in the game. Didn't know that, but that's okay. I still don't know a lot about Dota either. Palantimos might be in a bit of trouble here. This Aragon as well as Immersion both nearby, but unlikely to go for an aggressive play. Maybe might be able to force out that 10-second BKB at least.
What are we laughing about?
Aghanim Scepter is completed on the Gyrocopter though. The Courier is dead for another 30 seconds, but they are making pretty good progress here. As Grimstroke's going to be able to TP out safely from the Gyrocopter. Not much he could do about that. Top lane continuing to push his Urgon. They've just been unable to catch this bear here. No boots of travel even, just keeping it keeping a safe and respectful distance now as Aghanim Scepter will be completed. He's got the gold for it if he wants to go for it. As Urgon now TPing the bear back. Does not have any open slots available though, so... Oh, just kidding. He needs another 1k gold. What am I talking about? Is he done with the AC though? Is that completed on the bear? I think that's just what he bought. Yeah. Okay, so there's AC. He's got the point booster at the ready. Yeah, I was gonna say swap that in and give yourself a little bit more HP here. Bear gonna be 3,200 HP, should be 3,175. Ports. Oh man, Omni with Lone Druid must be really tough to deal with. Get that status resist up with a Radiance. Quite annoying. Immersion's gonna show slightly for a second here, but not gonna do too much damage to him. Just able to waste a little bit of time, space created. Bear continuing to farm. Just 600 gold needed here for the Aghanim Scepter. Won't take too long. Just standing out in the trees. They could use a few Tinker Words here on the side of J178 now that I think about it, considering how far this bear has been pushing them in quite consistently. With the Bloodlust as well, makes it very tough to kill here. It is able to just easily escape that. But this missile will hunt him down. In it comes here, chasing the camera down. It's a bit of a nauseating angle, so we're going to go ahead and stop that. Okay, here it goes with that. Probably now quite quickly, locking onto the bear. We'll allow him to get the ring. Here's happy, just chilling here. Not going to want to be here for too much longer, though. So I think that's going to be Ags completed now on Spirit Bear. Oh, just needs 8 gold for it, but then he'll have it. There we go. Aghanim Scepter is now complete. On to Lone Druid it goes. So this bear is free to roam wild now. There's no problem. Actually healing up the Siege Sweep here, trying to bait Palantimos even more forward here. He's actually finished up the Aghanim Scepter and the BKB, so he's gotten 2 items. Next, going straight into the Mjolnir. Should have Maelstrom on the way. Yeah, right. There's Ags. Big items all around here, actually. No buyback. They're going to go straight for the second Roche. We'll have a cheese on this guy. Let's see if they're able to contest this on the side of PG. We might actually have a team fight. It's been quite some time. Just pure pickoffs and just wild goose chases since then. No bear nearby. They're not going to connect the silence either. Sleight of Fist to guarantee that. The exorcism is down. Keeping them forced just a bit away. Still, they have the vision. Are they going to make the jump? Roche not dying there. So they're not going to be able to pick off that Aegis or steal it. Roche kill and Aegis both going here to J178. Get this bottom lane pushed out a bit. It's going to be Shiva's Guard completed now here on the DP. Next, going to be going for that Octarine Core. Increased lifesteal will be very nice here as the bear is located bot lane. DP not going to push it down too far though without the team. And lower this ever so slightly. There we go. Just half a decibel. Immersion, scouting, up ahead. They'll scout 1 or 2, but they don't really have a great way of just knowing when the treant's nearby. No Slark, no Zeus. Casually zapping. Doesn't have a meteor hammer this tree though. Might make a bit of a difference. You can lash those stuns together, force out a BKB now. Of course, DP left with that one, but she's not gonna really care too much if she can get that space creation out. But just plenty of space created for both teams. We might actually have a kill here as there's gonna be Death Ward dropped, but immediately canceled with the fear. As this bear actually might be dead. There's gonna be the Yule Scepter to keep it in place. Likely to die here, unable to let it escape. The stuns committed as well. Do they have another bear to channel here? They do. So go ahead and wait for the first to die though. 300 gold, a nice bounty, and some HP burned off of Ergon, but still so tanky here, sitting at 3,300 HP, more than the bear now. Yeah, this is a real scary bear, man. I seem to recall that you used to be able to put the Chen aura on him and make it literally ridiculous. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Chen aura, TP in, and the bear would just eat your base in 2 seconds. So we'll see if that's going to be a thing. This game is Big Num finally going to be a kill here. It's been quite some time, but we'll get one. It's going to be in favor of ILTW, Aghanim Scepter, Maelstrom, and Yule Scepter on him now. So we see. It's been just a few minutes without a kill here this game. Like I said, very important here for the group stage. Neither team really wanting to commit here to anything that could potentially lose the game for them. No one wants to be put into that position there by a silly player, or an active over-aggression. But there's going to be Mjolnir completed. It's going to be a farming Aegis for now. ILTW continuing to cut waves. Does not have a Remnant back, but he's got plenty he could use here. Into the trees he goes. Has no TP either. They're going to try and hunt him down here. Could potentially be a kill. There's going to be the Yule Scepter into the call down. They're not going to get the silences again. Friendly Yule Scepter used. They will, however, get at least the Maledict placed onto him, but he's off and away. Homing Rocket is still chasing him down, though. He's not going to be able to Sleight of Fist away this rocket, but again, the Remnant charges are just way too low cooldown on this guy, so he is free and away. And again, continuing on here. Spirit Vessel here against the DP is a fantastic pickup, honestly. It's so good against her. Nullify a bunch of that healing she gets. Gem of True Sight on the Omni Knight to now scout this Train Protector a bit easier. It could be our very next kill in about 4 more minutes here at this pace, unfortunately. This game, like I said, just standing here in the balance. Where's this bear here? Farming Agents. The stand will find it here. Next up for the bear here is Desolator. Allows him to do a bit more damage to structures as well as to heroes alike. What's he stolen? Can Rubik have a bear? This is like literally useless, isn't it? Not a great steal. I'd be kind of fascinated if Rubik could have a bear. Can you buy items on Rubik Bear? I thought this is an action I haven't considered. They finally land a silence here into Ember, but to his own Yules. Yules up again here. Have they found his remnant? Nope. Not a chance. Yep, he is out of there now. Alright, they found a bear though. Can they find it? They can't quite get the connection, of course, as he's off and away. But finally, we have a fight breaking out here. It's going to be onto Ergon. Do they have the damage? They're attacking him and the bear, but they've got the Maledict and the Death Ward onto him. Down it goes. This bear is still alive somewhere though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Maybe they've killed it. Yeah, the bear's actually in the fountain. So he can keep playing Dota even though he's died, of course, thanks to the Aghanim Scepter. It's now ILTW continuing to push, waiting right at the Remnant is going to be Pikachu, though, daring him to come back. But, oh, and he's done it, actually, this Madline. Still has that Yule Scepter, but again, it's going to have Remnant still available. With Spirit Siphon, going to be at least burning through the Flame Guard, but they're just going to continue pushing out these waves. Bot Tower will fall here as Immersion finally will make work of it, thanks to the Meteor Hammer. No buyback here on the Spirit Bear. You still have the regular bear up and available, but you've got your bottom wave, and someone's going to have to TP. It's going to be DP here, going for the TP to defend their high ground. But all the waves getting cut. Bear coming back in here has found a DD rune. Goodbye to your shrine, by the way, as this is a very good shrine. That was what, like 20 attacks? Not even, probably like 10 maybe. It's ridiculous. But the game still continues here. Still no Tinker Wards placed down either, as I think we got at least, like I said, averaging at least maybe about a kill a minute here into the mid game. 15 and 10 though. Gonna be the kill spread for now. ILTW has not picked himself up a second pair of boots, of course, because you need one for each leg. Gonna be able to remnant back to safety. The homing missile will chase him down, but he's out of Yules in case he needs to dodge it. There's Deso completed now for Spirit Bear. For Urgon's Bear, a very scary, tanky bear indeed. Now cuts through your armor. Green Protector has just been chilling bot lane, casually cutting basically every other one of your lanes. Leech Seed as well, it's a bit more damage, so DP here to push him out a bit more, maybe try and just force the issue to them, but Immersion, he's just been chilling here. He's farming quite nicely, making sure that top doesn't push in, and, well, still pushing out bottom as well. Making a jump here. Oh, they've caught one. They actually have a spear, but that is a huge, massive bear, especially after coming out of the chicken here. They finally can at least be able to kill a bear, force him to respawn another one here. And now it does, so 2 minutes here is going to be a nice window for them. But respawn immediately in Bloodlusted, wasting absolutely no time back to farming. So, bot lane is where Immersion lives in, constantly forcing and shoving the lane. I'm sorry, top lane is where Immersion lives, bottom lane is where ILTV lives. As we'll get a smoke gank here, into the jungle they go. Just got dewarded here. Ghost Stick still chilling right around here. Smoke not going to break on anyone quite yet. Now they'll break up themselves here on the mid lane. Still continuing to be a bit aggressive. DP ready to defend this bot wave as Immersion, again, just continuing to push it down. Of course, big gap of trees here, so he's really unable to close that gap and get involved in the trees. Lots of lines being drawn on the map. Ember tossing down a remnant. Going to be going for the defusal, or I'm sorry, the Lincoln Sphere now. No, first it's going to be, my goodness, seems he's really mixed up his build a bit, hasn't he? He's got the ultimate orb here for the sheep stick, but he's got a recipe for the Shivas. Interesting. No, that's just Shivas. What am I talking about? That's just Shivas. But also, he's going to stop and get a Lincoln Sphere along the way, by the way. Tushara actually might be able to do something here. He does have a Gem of True Sight, but Immersion just chilling in these trees. Put down a Tinker Ward, please. Yes, they're doing it. They're doing it. Oh, it's just a Tinker Sentry, but it's good enough. It's something. It works. Actually, now they're gonna scout him. They see him. They know where he is. Can they kill this tree? No, he's got a Blink Dagger because he's been farming here for so long. They will scout him now. Dust of Appearances used. What have they found? Living Armor's a pretty good steal. Can't quite close the gap there. Chose to use the overgrowth to try and escape. Just buying himself a bit more time. Finally, they're gonna uproot this tree and get that kill. Valentimos getting the kill there. 40 minutes now into the game. And Protector's been farming there quite some good amount of time, really. I mean, he's farming himself up a Blink Dagger. He's got a Meteor Hammer. I mean, he's had a great time in that bot lane, but now it's gonna get a bit more difficult. Tinker Ward is there. Should be Lincoln Sphere completed now on Ember. What's on the courier? Maybe going to the secret shop now for him. How's our Spirit Bear doing, our panda? As Yule Scepter here onto one, gonna get juked out immediately thanks to the Sleight of Fist. Hard to really do anything about that. Spirit Bear, just about 6 lattice though. Catch Lone Druid itself. Now Rubik could be in some trouble, likely to die here, but you do have the Spirit Siphon applied onto one. The Fear can float him back even closer to the base as Pikachu forced to end the Siphon as well. Can they find anyone though? ILTW activating the Invincible Rune, running them down. They don't have the gem nearby as well. Witch Doctor in a bit of trouble. GA getting dropped as well. I believe that's attacking him. Scepter GA too. She's on him as well. ILTW getting ran down here. Does not have a remnant. Gonna get nuked down here. Oh my goodness, is he actually dead? No, he's actually got a remnant down. I was just kidding. Back here though, Spirit Bear, or rather Lone Druid in a bit of trouble here. Maledict doing good amounts of damage here, but not quite enough. He is so damn tanky. Finally, they'll get up the chase here onto the Ember Spirit and just get Urgon here. They won't get the panda. Look how long it takes for him to die. He doesn't even care. I'm pretty sure he's just playing the bear right now. Wherever it is. Where is this bear? Where's the bear? I've got no clue where the bear is, unfortunately. It's not farming in any of its usual spots. Maybe they've killed it and he was just waiting to respawn it. But still all calm here on all of the fronts mostly. Maybe they'll be able to catch the... Nope. I don't know if you can just target telekinesis like that. If you can target it to the hero portraits. Ember though having the Lincolns regardless, so hard for them to even catch him even if they're able to land it. Ooh, just kicked a box. So, Gem of True Sight, Aghanim Scepter now on the Omni, so they can worry a bit less here about the rat threat, and there's going to be an Aghanim Synth here. I suppose you give that to the Rubik. I think that's going to be a good pickup. Witch Doctor, you know, you're not really going to be able to get off any attack wards here longer than 2 seconds. So, Aghanim's Blessing for the Rubik. Very nice. And now he gets the upgraded spells, if anything, stolen. What is where are the trees connected to? It's connected to Overgrowth, so you need to steal Overgrowth to get Eyes in the Forest. That's actually a terrible steal, now that I think about it. You would think it's good, and in idea it is. However, in practice, you lose the vision as soon as you lose the Ags, because Terrain Protector is allowed to drop his Ags if he buys one. So all the trees will just lose vision as soon as you lose the spell. So it's not really all too good, to be quite honest. So, I mean, Bloodlust is really good to steal. I think Fire Blast. I don't think you can steal Fire Blast. Oh, you can, actually. Or Unrefined Fire Blast. You can, because it's connected to Fire Blast. So you can gain an Ag's ability there. I mean, if you get a bear, that's pretty cool, but I think you lose your spell when you die, so the bear will also die when you die, so not that cool when you think about it, plus the bear will have no items. But Mjolnir, Satanic now on the Gyrocopter, going to be going straight for the Abyssal Blade, but he's got this Aegis of Immortality. Going to go ahead and drop the Crimson Guard, allowing this a little bit longer. The Ghost flying in and out of just about everyone now, trying to fill this down here, and a Pikachu is there 2-time stun into the root as well, slowly ticking down, but as are these towers now. Buildings too. Palutino's finally getting the ability to push in here just a bit. No Lone Druid, just going to be going for the side buildings. I really like actually the Omni-Net build, going straight for the Ags, and like, yeah, you try and split push us, I've got an Ags ready, my friend. Going to fortify all those buildings. Now Ember Spirit getting a bit aggressive. Going to get Hexed and Silenced as well here. Can they get this kill here? Nice bit of damage onto him. Do they have enough? They absolutely do. He does have buyback, however, if he wants to go for it. Smoke onto the back lines to allow him to escape. And that's, I think, finally the 9-second BKB used here. He's had this BKB for 20 minutes and just used it twice. This man, so patient, but it's paying dividends for them. So they're going to continue, maybe trying to find a kill. They'll throw Coconut back, though. Could be a little bit deadly for them. Silence as well. They're going to get the kill here on the Grimstroke Ghost Tick. Is going to be in a bit of trouble now. Buybacks on 2. TP's in as well. Going to try and finish him off here. Maledict, as in comes the Meteor Hammer onto 1. Being able to use up that Witch Doctor, canceling the Death Ward instantly. The GA is dropped, however, keeping him alive and healing him up for quite a bit. And now onto the Dream Protector they go. Finally, he'll die. He's going to try the True Sight. He'll buy back as well, but still, Lone Druid going to be pushing down bot wave. But back into the base we go, as I think there's Ghosts involved here as well now. Pikachu continuing to push on. Palestino's going to get stunned up just a little bit, but only for a bit. As I said, he's got the Heavenly Grace on him. Now getting rooted down. They're going to continue to push, forcing the issue. On the high ground they go. They've got, onto the tier 4s rather. 4 times. No, just 3 times actually. They've got no GA for the Ags heal, so it could potentially be a bit dangerous here as on they go here, bot lane onto the melee barracks most likely. There's going to be called on, dropped in a bit of trouble. Palatino's going for the TP out. Will be able to complete it now as Ember Spirit trying to dodge him out. There's going to be the Overgrowth here onto 2 heroes. Pikachu might be able to escape. There's going to be the multicast there. Good hexes as well with the Grimstroke ulti. Buying enough time, however, before Pikachu is able to escape. Big Gnome will die. Palatinos, did he just kill Argon? Oh my god, both tier 4s died, by the way. Ancient is exposed, and Big Gnome will buy back, so that's what I said. It's a bit scary for you to just leave it if can't just leave your base there against a bear. So a bit spooky to say the least, but they'll get the kill as they will TP back. And now DP with Refresher here might just be able to push and end the game, quite honestly, unless they're able to kill her. The Exorcism will stop. It's not like Edict, where once you start it, it's going to complete, right? So you need to be a bit careful there. Oh boy, this is going to be a bit of a weird one here as jfshfh178 going to try and finish this one off. They've got no ages. I don't think they have keys anymore. Yeah, indeed they don't. 25 talent not obtained. But it won't matter actually because the GA does still provide that regen to all of the buildings, so they will at least be able to buy themselves a bit of time. 8-second duration plus a fortify win available, I believe, is like 3 or 4 seconds, so could potentially save it here. It's going to be an interesting one. Straight into the base they go. Is there going to be a refresher? Not yet. Well, of course, it just refreshes the duration. You don't get double the ghost. But that tower is now dead. There's going to be no buyback either. In they go, trying to throw their bodies here to try and defend the throne. They've got no buyback available. Palantimo's just hitting the buildings. Likely to be GG here as they've got the overgrowth. But the ghosts don't give a damn. Cannot root those ghosts. Refresh and ghosts again just to show off here. And J178 able to close this one out. No buyback on the lone druid, no base race to be forced, and they're gonna split the series here, 1-1 here, as PG unable to close out game number 2. It's kind of an interesting draft out from Positive, guys. I mean, they definitely, played that pretty well. They took 2 fights into the mid to early game when DP was getting quite strong, and unfortunately from there they just really couldn't afford to fight them for about another 20 minutes. But Aragon just continues to farm all around the map. The bear incredibly farmed for sure, able to take down 2 tier 4s in the time it took J178 the time to finish 1 tier 4. So definitely it was getting spooky for them. Was really looking forward to the potential here for a bear base race, for a panda bear base race, but you don't get the chance to see it. No buyback is available on Ergon, and he just will end up not winning the game here. They'll split the series 1-1 here, so that's going to be quite consequential here for the group stage. So let me go ahead and pull up the current standings now with that change. CIS qualifiers here. Now all of a sudden we're going to continue the tie here. So Positive, guys, will temporarily begin tied, but now the Gambit esports match going to be even more important, because if that results in a tie, we're likely going to have a 3-way tie for first, which means we might have some tiebreakers going on a bit later, guys. So like I said, be sure you tune back in. We'll be covering the Group B here. So up next is going to be Na'Vi versus Gambit. Gambit need to win this one. At least 1-1 here would be ideal for them, as Navi's drawn both against PG and 178. So Gambit could potentially leverage a lead here if they're able to 2-0. So these next series are going to be extremely important. But stick around, guys. We'll be right back soon enough with Navi versus Gambit. Thank you guys for joining me. So you can strike here on the call. So we'll be back for game number 2 in a bit, guys. See you soon. And by game number 2, I mean series number 2. There we go. See you soon.